And the final lesson for this UEFN guide for beginners is look at how we might publish a project for private testing. So there's only really two things that need to happen here. One is the project size just needs to be checked. You can see here that we're hardly using any size at all. We're using just a couple of characters, so it's very, very efficient how it's running. We also have the launch memory calculation. This is something that has to happen before you're allowed to publish it up to the portal. It does a much more thorough analysis of the game, but it can't be running at the time. Now, I have the game running, and it's saying, do you want to leave the match, join the edit session? Yes, I do. So I want to join this edit session, but it won't let you do it if the game's running, but you do have to be in an edit session. So we have to get the whole game running, and then we'll stop it. So that's my Fortnite level. It's trying to join a session while it's joining. See what's happening. There we go. So it's loading up. Some cool music. Now, this is assuming that you've already created your team space on the portal. If you haven't, remember, go to Project, go to Open Creator Portal, and that's where you create your team and get everything ready. Publishing a project will always start with a private version. So these two actually do the same thing. They get pushed up to the cloud, to the portal. So if I open my Creator Portal, I'm going to sign in off the screen so you don't see my details. So if I just drag this over. So this is my Fortnite area. I've got my team in here, and we would be operating out of that area of the website. I can also see all my projects and any money that we make from it, which I'm not going to share with you, and any analytics that relates to the project. So what will happen is that in the projects, you'll see, the things that we've built, anything I've ever built would be in here. And the project we've been building, which is called Test Projects, will be in here somewhere as well. It might have gone into the Copper Candle one. There it is, Test Project. So that there is the project that we've been working on as a team together. I can't do anything with it at the moment. It's not being published. There's no public releases. Private versions, there are no private versions. And playtesters, we can create a playtest group. That's so that people can test it while it's running on the editor. I prefer to do a private version because some things like experience, accolade systems, for instance, they only work if you've published them so people can play with their actual accounts. So let's go back and have a look at this launch memory calculation. It's still missing, and that's because even though my game's running, it doesn't want to be in the game. It wants to be in the edit session. So we need to get out of this, and to do that, we just click End Game, but we don't exit the session. They're two different things. Ending the game will stop the game itself from playing. So we're leaving the game, and we go back into the edit, which is where we can do our own editing in the creative system that comes with Fortnite. So this is exactly the same as before. It's the actual edit system that's used inside Fortnite, and I don't know how to use it, and I've now picked something up and I can't get rid of it. So that might end up staying in there. So I'm going to go back to UEFN, and now you'll see that the launch memory calculation is available. We're connected to the session connected, but the game hasn't started. So I'm going to launch the memory calculation, calculate memory. It just needs to save the accolade I've just added. I've now got 2 accolades in there. Is uploading it to the private version. You can see how efficiently that is because that accolade's already in my scene. It's come straight down from the creator version of UEFN built into Fortnite. And while this is uploading to the private version, there we go. It's given us a code. That will become the island code for it. So we can give that to people so they can find it. Show it in the creator portal. Done. And now my creator portal has loaded up here a private version. So now we can give that code to up to 100 people at a time, basically how many people are allowed in your island, and they can log in and see the island in the game state that it's currently in. It's not public at the moment. To make it a public release, see it's not in here, we need to publish the private version, and you can see that here with publish. It takes you through to a storefront. You have to do quite a lot of work. So all of these things haven't yet been set up for this project, but to go public, it has to go through a much more thorough validation process, which includes playtesting and an entire storefront with logos and banners and descriptive text. So all of that would need to be done as well. So that is it for this UEFN tutorial. Those people that I'll be working with shortly, I hope this is useful. And for everybody else who's going to be watching these videos, I hope you get to have a bit of fun trying out UEFN. And remember to check out those other YouTube channels that I mentioned, such as Warforge or my retargeting animation videos I built for Unreal 5.3 and earlier. These are all wonderful resources that will allow you to be able to build your own exciting games and experiences in Fortnite. Thank you very much for listening.